I just about know every one of them. There's probably 10 that really matter. The great news is they have a lot of overage. So if you get into one, it's probably just as good as getting into 10. So don't feel like you have to have 10 of them. But I usually have 3 or 4 accounts so I can play them off of each other. Yeah?
You say it's difficult to turn and get into CPA networks respectively.
Yeah, it can be difficult.
And you say that there's 10 really big players in that field. Would it be a good idea to turn and get yourself into some of the smaller ones because they'd be more willing to take on board than the big
no doubt.
players, and
Yep.
then go back to the big players after?
Yep, no doubt. You can go to, let's see, I think it's, you can go to a place called Offer Vault.
I just say, I applied to about 15 and got into about 12.
Okay, yeah.
Just by putting a little site together and picking up the phone.
Yeah. So there's things you can
It's
do.
not hard to get in at all, it's a myth.
For some people, I've heard it's difficult. They're more careful now than they used to be, but that might mean that you can still get into all of them, which could be true. But like a place like Offer Vault, which I'm just showing you here, is a great place to start if you want to register with them. You can see all the different offers. These guys are kind of like the affiliate on top of the affiliate. They aggregate all the offers out there, and you can see offer by offer who has what. They'll list all the different CPA networks. So these are all CPA networks you guys can register for: ClickBank, ClickBoot, ClickSpeed, Convert2Media. There's just tons of them, right? These are the guys that collect the offers for you, so that you can do your work. Okay, that makes sense.
So these guys, you can search in a bunch of CPA networks through these guys.
Yeah, so you can put in an offer like Robert G. Allen, like we saw, and they're going to say, look, these guys have it, these guys have it, these guys have it, this is the price they have. So if you wanted to have a system that made sure that you can get the best offer, Offer Vault, it's run by my friend Mark, would be a great place to check that out. Okay? All right, tools. Now I talked a little bit about, I don't use very many tools, and here's why. I think that you can get very enamored with putting all these tools together, but if you just kind of piece this stuff together in your head, you can go pretty far. What I wanted to do, and it was unfortunate, but a good buddy of mine who was a very, very large media buyer created a site called PPC Labs, and I was hoping to get him today to call us. He's unfortunately on a plane right now, so we could demo this account for you. But PPC Labs is a tool that I've begun to recently use that does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. I think what I'm trying to do for all of you guys is get a special rate where you can try the service for free. Then it's like $30 a year, or $30 a month or something. It's very inexpensive. But it'll do a lot of the heavy lifting for you guys in terms of it goes out and it spiders all the major ad networks and figures out all the ads that are running on which network, the URLs are using, so you can see if it's an affiliate link or a direct link. It does a lot of the heavy lifting for you to do some research to understand who's running what on what network. And it's built by a guy that I have a lot of respect for because he's actually been walking the walk. He's been making gobs of money in this space for so long.
What's the difference between that and Offer?
So Offer Vault is going to show you more of the offers that support these. This is going to show you who's buying and where are they buying. So this is more of a front-end tool that says, okay, and I had it pulled up. I just can't get access to it for some bizarre reason. I was playing with it a bit last night, but it's going to do things for you like show you the top ads in a variety of different verticals. So PPC Labs is designed to give you kind of some data on the front end, who's buying, where are they buying, how much are they buying. So it goes through and says, I found, let's see. See, it's not going to, it's currently, can't load it, which is unfortunate. But right now it services these networks: Google, Yahoo, MSN, DoubleClick, AdSonar, Pulse360. But it goes through and it spiders all those things and it pulls the creative for you and shows you which ads are running. It shows you which verticals, how many times it sees it. So while I'm not a big user of too much technology, this is one that I actually do enjoy, and I'm hoping, and perhaps maybe what we'll do, I'm just thinking this in my head as we speak, is that maybe for next Wednesday, as part of the webinar, I can get him on the phone, and he can demo this stuff for you guys and perhaps give you free accounts to try this stuff out. So that might be a good way to kind of see what's running on these networks, and it gives you some good basis for understanding the creative that's being used. You can see the actual creative, the links that are being used, how many times it's running. It's a great research tool, okay? So that would be something that's pretty cool. Tracking 202 is a more advanced feature set. Has anyone heard of Tracking 202? Written by a really, really cool guy, young guy out of San Francisco, Wes, and his partner. But it's kind of the de facto high-volume internet tracking service that helps you do your job better. I don't talk about it a lot in this setting, nor will I talk about Zito in these settings. Zito is run by a friend of mine, Roy. It's the third largest ad serving engine in the world. These are certainly more advanced techniques, and I would love it, love it, love it if you got there, because that means you're probably doing something really cool. But Tracking 202, Zito are more advanced services. Zito, as an example, is an ad serving engine which will automatically show your best creative for you. So you might, when we were doing high volume media buying, we were loading up 500 different pieces of creative in the front end, and it would automatically cycle through those 500 and pick the ones that had the highest click-through rate. And it would do it in 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning and when I was sleeping, so it would automatically update that stuff. Tracking 202 does something similar. It shows you as much of who's clicking and what's converting and the keywords. So these are all really, really great tools. Google Analytics, I use that quite a bit in terms of using some of their services to see where people are coming from. I use Google Docs to show like that marketing math that I showed you about, to be able to outline that stuff. So these are really simple services. There's just hundreds of programs, of pieces of software that you might avail yourself of. But I think the thing that frustrates me is that a lot of the questions I get will be about a question about Zito when you're just starting off. Okay, don't worry about Zito when you're just starting off. Get some data first. Let's talk about data. So I don't talk about technology too much because I don't want to scare people away. You don't need a lot of it to get going. When you do get going, know there's a whole stuff behind it that'll make your job easier. Okay. I've reached a point now where I think it's actually still too early. We're an hour away before these guys waking up in the States, so I would really piss them off. Yeah, so we'll go for a break now, but I've got 2 special guests coming in, as we talked about. Plenty of Fish is a great place to buy media. They're doing a lot of things that Facebook won't allow you to do, like calling out somebody's age in a banner, which turns out to be pretty good. Drew, who runs Rainmaker, has graciously agreed to get on the phone with me a little bit later. Might be a little cranky at 8 in the morning, but I'm over here working, so he should work too. But it's a Sunday, so it's okay. So what we'll do is take a little bit of a break. We'll let these guys wake up. We'll do some more content. What's that? Take a little bit of a break. Give you guys a breather, get some coffee. We'll talk a little bit more. I have some more content around the idea of building your business, because again, I think it's an awesome way to start building money. But if you want to build companies that actually sell for more, I have a whole section on that. So we'll get to that after the break, and then we'll get to these 2 guys on the phone. All right? So thanks very much.